Good evening, friends, and welcome to the Petroleum Proletariat. Yes, Petroleum Proletariatet. Today, there's new names often here. There we go. Game for loading. Cheers, Dub from West Germany. Yes. From Dortmund. Ja, Dortmund. Dankeschön, Dortmund. Sehr gutes Bier. Ja, genau. So, what are we going to do here today? Do I have a plan or don't I? Actually, I seem to remember that I do have a plan. I do, in fact. The thing is, we are running low on rubles. The rubles are running very low. And the first phase of the grand scheme here is starting to work. Because nowadays we actually have some people waiting at, if I can only find it. Where? Yes, the bus platform. Where is it? It's right here. 45 people were waiting there. So we're doing great here, and all these houses are full of people. Right? And in the oil refinery now, 108. So the first phase of this forward push is complete. Now we're going for the second phase. And that is going to take some rubles. And for that very purpose, we have, of course, Lisa. Lisa, are you ready for your maiden voyage? I rather think I am, she says. 6,500 tons of fuel. 1.2 million rubles is what you will be worth. What your cargo is worth. The value of Lisa cannot be measured in money. Now, would you please come about or something and get out of here, maybe? Hello? Lisa, you have to move. You have to work. Otherwise, I think it works like this. This boat is heading into this harbor. Yes, it's heading into the harbor, which is preventing Lisa here from exiting the harbor. Yes. So once that little puny, Lisa, seriously, just put it in reverse and let them deal with it. I hope that's the case anyway. That's what's going on here. They are very slow ships. But maybe we can get them to work. We'll see. This is... I'm so tempted still to railway, or rather railway. And that coastline along the river here certainly is very inviting. Yes, with spurs out into the coal fields. Yes. But we are sent here to drill for oil, and that's what we'll do. And we're still only at the capacity of one oil field. Right. And I think, although now saying this, it will certainly turn out different, but we'll try and go for... No, slow down. This is Lisa's maiden voyage. That's There we go. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad at all. What do we have for that could be? Yes. It really is a shame that the ships don't have any, what should we call it, sound effects yet. Who knows? One day maybe they'll get there. But this is more like it. This is a lot more like it than those puny little optimistical boats yes, that we have also. This is much more like it, and yes, you're doing 14 knots instead of 5 or whatever it is that they do. Yes, this is much more like it, and this is also from the game developer itself. Yes, rather than the model ones, which seem a bit flick. Yes, this is more like it. Right? Not sure if it beats a train though, but still. But maybe we've had enough of this. I'm not. You are not really talking. You know. Do I have to talk all the time? Don't know. Then it goes completely silent. We're going to need more music. So Lisa is on her way. Oh yes. And while we're waiting, I wonder how many of these tower blocks can I afford with my current economical status. I think that they are quite expensive, aren't they? But only the best residential buildings, yes. 23,360. It's not that bad, but when you only have 52, that's half your money. Right. How much would it be in dollars? 28,000, and I have 83. But you're going to want to invite a lot of people, you know, for that money. Indeed I am, but we're putting up one, at least. But we're not doing that. Or should we put this out of the way and have a little street in the middle there maybe, or shouldn't we? No, we shouldn't. I think we'll go for something there, and if we can, yes, try. Come on, you want to get in here? Yes. And something in the future on the corner there, and this is overdoing it. I don't need that many road connections to one building. I don't know. There we go. That should have the street restored. There we go, and yes, 28,000. Yes, one's fine. No, you were supposed to pay for. Yes, I'm supposed to pay for it with rubles. One of them at least. One I dare to yes. And we'll have a little path that leads down here. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Perhaps a football field, maybe. Or perhaps no, we're being pragmatic so far here. Yes. No one is living here, but we're going to change that. Is the school within walking distance? God damn it, distance. That means that I'm going to have to get some trolley buses going. Right. What do we have? And are they expensive? They are not cheap. No. At least not under the current circumstances. 164 passengers, 70 kilometers an hour. 164. Oh, from 86. No, we can't. We're not quite. 71. Yes, I suppose that this is the latest and greatest. You have this, and 79. No, not yet. 128 passengers. I think that we will go with something more a little bit smaller here, like this one. 2 of those, and now I cannot spend any more rubles before a ship arrives. Order. Right, and this will be rather complicated, and I shall name it the Petroleum Med Souls. Yes, clockwise. And you will be Petroleum Med Souls. Counter clockwise. It didn't quite take. Mode souls, counterclockwise, would you please? Yes. Excellent. Right then. You are mode souls, right? That means that if we start from here, and if we look at it from this perspective, yes, this perspective makes sense. You will begin here and then make your way around down, you know. And that's that. You're on your way. This one, you will go the other way. That should have you set. I don't think that. No, I'm not. We want to accept passengers. Maybe. Not really, though. Students are. They can walk to the store, can they not? Yes, they can. Well, at some point I'm going to have to enable it anyway. Let's do it now. Let's see what happens. Here, though, for the moment, we're leaving that as a drop-off only. No one is allowed to wait. No. Right. Here people are allowed to wait, but there's no one around. You are confused. Why would that be? The place where it's not possible to go appears to be right here. Aha, this is not a trolley bus road. No, it isn't. So I can't afford, to upgrade them, I don't think. You see, this will be a pretty penny some other infrastructure is in the way. Yes, it's because I'm trying to do the same road as I already have. How much is this? Although I think that the majority of some other... Yes, that's the other bit of... No? Here you go. 65,000. What was I thinking here? I was probably thinking the correct thing, but doing the wrong thing. Yes. I rather think I did. Dum 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 dum. Right, I can't really justify the cost. No, I cannot. What we are doing, however, is getting people in here. We haven't so far. There are students waiting. You just went right past. Okay. I hope that that will bed in eventually. I mean, it would be really helpful if you would be able to walk to school. It really would. Couldn't that be accomplished? I think. Yes, it could be accomplished. Excellent. Then we're going to invite some immigrants. A few. Just a few. There we go. And they can walk to hospital, right? Yes. No, I'm not putting in any footpathing or thing. Well, or maybe I am. To segment this part a bit. Yes. Also here. Eventually. Right. That ought to do it, or do something. Is anyone riding? One person. What are you after in life? You want to get food and clothing and visit doctor. Okay. I think that you will find that very much doable if you didn't get off. Why not? You didn't get off at the supermarket or at the store. Why wouldn't you? There are quite a number of shoppers in front of the shop. We shall increase the number of people that we employ here slightly. Okay, good. Everything is turning out pretty good, I think. Although the ruble account is ticking down, and if it reaches 0, people are going to start starving. And we have the Armada here. I think we could call it that. There's one ahead. This one is in the lead, right? No, this one is in the lead. You will have the honors of getting there first. But I'm slightly more interested in having a look at this. Yes. There we go. That's... You are steering quite close to the shoreline here. I'm just voicing my opinion that maybe you should just keep a slightly larger safety margin. Just a suggestion. I'm sure you're a professional and everything. No, actually, I'm sure that these vehicles, as well as the trains and the cars and the trucks and everything, are not driven by people, but rather by algorithm, and that is unsettling. And that is why either that, or the captain, or the someone is very drunk, or maybe they're all drunk. I don't know. I'm such a role model as well when it comes to those kinds of things. I mean, yes. But we are, I mean, yes, we're doing fine. We're doing, like, great. But we are actually getting somewhere now. We are getting somewhere. We are getting, I mean, that we have been spinning our tires, quite spinning our wheels, tires, yes, for 4 years. But I feel that we are finally getting somewhere. And let a number amount, at least it's in there, 1,337,915 rubles at the moment, and it may just increase slightly before it gets there, which will be a while. Yes. Dear friends, thank you so very much for watching this installment 9 of Proletariat's Petroleum, Proletariat's Petroleum, Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Good night.